Hey guys, what's going on? It's your girl Jonyse from the Glamazon Wax Bar, and today I am here to answer some skin care questions. Okay, so I might be doing a lot of looking down, but we're gonna try to make this quick and fast because this is not the first time I attempted to do this video. So I'm gonna look down to read some of these questions. So the first question is, do primers clog pores? The answer is yes. Anything that you apply to your face is going to clog pores. A lot of times there are primers that are just for, pore filling. So it's like spackle. So it's very, 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 very important that you cleanse your face. And if you're wearing cosmetics, it's very important to do it at least twice a day and to exfoliate deeply at least twice a week. Okay, but yeah, anything that you're putting on top of your face is gonna clog your pores. And just think about, just your everyday activity. You're out and about, you're sweating, dirt from the outside gets on your face. If that's clogged, that causes, clogs your pores as well. So on top of that, and then you're adding a cosmetic, your chances of, really clogged pores are higher. So it's very important to be very serious about your skincare routine. Okay. The next question is, why is it that when I start using a facial product and I stop, I get breakouts? I will say not all skincare products do that. A lot of times products, when you stop, you'll break out, or if you've been using it for too long, it'll break out. Or if you start a new product, it'll break out. You'll break out. So let's start with the actual question at hand. Why is it that when I start a new product, everything clears up? For instance, Proactive. Proactive is notorious. I've seen plenty of people use Proactive and their skin clears up and something happens and they either want to try something different or they can't get their shipment on time and they go a week or two without it and they wind up breaking out worse than what they did beforehand. That's just how some products are. I feel like Proactive is a form of heroin. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're using a good product, if you stop using it, there's a possibility of breaking out. But as long as you're still cleansing, toning, and moisturizing and being very disciplined with your skin, you shouldn't really see like enormous breakout. And a lot of times when you do change product, your face is becoming accustomed to it. And a lot of times people say, oh, I tried this product and I'm breaking out. If you see 1 or 2 pimples within that first week or two, that's not really a thing. But if you see drastic breakout or allergic reaction, I would stop using it right away. But all in all, there's just some products that are out there, not all, but some products, if you use it, you start using it, it works, and then when you don't, you just break out. That's, I think, in some weird conspiracy theory way, that's the way just for you to continue using their product. But if it's a quality product, it shouldn't really be happening. What products to use for a good skincare regimen? Just when you're looking for products for your skincare regimen, you wanna, and if you're not getting professional advice and you're out, let's say you're at Walmart or whatever, you need to know things like your skin type. Okay, in your skin type, there's normally 3, and that's oily, dry, and combination. Dry is when your skin is dry all over, and it's could just be dry and tight, a little flaky, and patchy in areas, and it's thirsty. And then you have combination, where your face is dry in this area, okay, in the cheeks, but tends to be oily in the forehead, the nose, and the chin, even the upper lip area, okay? That's a combination. And then you have just all out oily, okay, like myself, just oily mess. You want to stay in your field, okay, your category. So if you're, you know, oily, you don't want to be using something that is for dry skin, okay? And normally if you're doing something mid to high end as far as your skincare, there's always someone there to talk to you. So if you don't know, ask questions, okay? And I hate to say that sometimes too, because sometimes people will just sell you anything just to make a sale. So, you know, it's always good. I am a person that I will not buy anything unless I read reviews first. So read the reviews and do research. Your skincare is an investment. So if you're going to do something from mid to high end, you want to make sure that, you know, the reviews are good, and the person that's selling it to you knows what they're talking about, because there's people out there that will, you know, BS you. Oh, and it's very, 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 very imperative that you have a cleanser, a moisturizer, well, a cleanser, a toner, and a moisturizer, a good 3-step treatment. If you have issues, acne, aging skin that you want to work on, then you want something to treat it. So then it would be like a 4th step almost. But if you have pretty good skin and you don't need any extra, I always say cleanse, tone, and moisturize. Toning is just not for people with oily skin. There are very hydrating toners out there. So don't get toner confused. A lot of people do, and they say, well, toners are only for people with oily skin. No, there are hydrating toners out there for people with dry skin as well. The next question is there anything that women of color shouldn't use on their skin? Stay away from the beauty supply store, Lightness and Brightness, okay? Stay away from them. Also, stay away from the alcohol. Yes, I used to use alcohol. Okay, somebody tried to call me out. I used to use it, but I wasn't educated at that time about my skin. Okay, at that time I didn't spend $20,000, $30,000 on no education, but I did now, and I'm here to tell you, do not do it, because all you're doing is just stripping your skin of its natural oils, and at the end of the day, you think that you're, you know, combating your oil, but your skin goes into panic mode, and it's just going to make more oil, excrete more oil. Okay, because the oil is there to protect your skin from the outside elements. Okay. Oh, and certain peels, stay away from them. If you're gonna do peels and lasers, make sure that, like I said, you're going to a doctor that knows what they're doing. You see before and afters for women of color. Okay, lasers and high grade peels are not great for, I mean, they can do marvelous work if it's done by somebody who knows what they're doing, but not everybody knows what they're doing, okay? Especially when it comes to us ladies with the extra melanin in our skin. Point to the blank to the period, all right? What's the next question? What is a good sunscreen level for the summer? There's a lot of controversy when it comes to sunscreen. Some people say that it's not about the level of sunscreen, it's the longevity of it. I'm not going to get into that debate because we don't have that long, but what I will tell you is if you're going to be outside on a regular, you at least need 50. Them babies, okay, moms, they need high sunscreen, and it needs to be reapplied, you know, regularly. So if you're going to be outside for 2 or 3 hours and you're not using a 70 or 80, you need to do it like every hour and a half to 2 hours. If you're taking them to the beach or the pool, a waterproof sunscreen is great. And don't forget their faces, okay? They're not gonna like it, but what you need to understand is the majority of the sun damage that lies beneath the surface is not gonna show until these kids are in their 30s in their late 20s. So imagine being exposed to the sun, all that, you know, without proper care of your skin. You know what I'm saying? That's when, you know, you ever see lots of like liver spots and sunspots, and though that's all sun damage. Okay, and it doesn't matter if you are Caucasian, Black, Asian, Hispanic. It's all gonna happen to you eventually. So please take care of them babies and express to the babies how important it is for sunscreen, so that way they become disciplined and they don't look like us when they get older. You know what I'm saying? The next question is, what damages the eyebrows more? Waxing, tweezing, or threading? To me, in my honest opinion, I think as long as you know the proper procedures and things of that nature, you're fine. If you are going to a professional for a waxing and they don't ask you, are you on blood thinners, are you taking retinol or anything like that, and you're not filling out a consent form, don't get your eyebrows waxed there. I'm gonna tell you, do not get your eyebrows waxed there. If you're not signing out a form or consent or anything like that, they don't know what they're doing, because they can be risking, it can be something as simple as you using a retinol cream, or like even the Rock skincare from Walmart and stuff like that. We need to know those things, you know what I'm saying? So if you're using something that has retin-A or Accutane, a teen might come in, you know, or a young adult might come in to get their eyebrows waxed, and these things thin out the skin, so you're more apt to skin lifting, which will leave bruising and scars, you know, in that area. That's a no bueno. You don't want to do that. So if I was to have someone come into here and they were on that, I would tweeze, because I'm not lifting the, you know, I'm not lifting the skin with wax or thread. So it's just asking the questions. But as far as any of those hair removal processes, as long as it's done correctly and the person that is doing it is knowledgeable, it's not damaging. Okay. And the next question is, what are the best ways to reduce signs of aging? My favorite two: moisturize and wear your sunscreen. 90% of the aging is due to the environment and the sun. 10% is genetics. Okay. And the whole black don't crack thing is right. And that's just because we tend to be more oily, and we tend to, the oil just preserves our skin a little bit better. But even though we're oily, we still need to moisturize. And just because we're oily doesn't mean that we're hydrated. Okay, so let's get that right. Just because you're oily doesn't mean that you're hydrated. So it's imperative to drink water and to moisturize. Okay. And what is the last question? Is Botox safe for women of color? Yes, it is. Am I a fan of Botox? Personally, for me, would I go out and do it? No, because I don't like needles and all of that. But it's safe, but as long as you're doing it in moderation. Don't do Botox parties and nothing like that. You go to the dermatologist or the plastic surgeon, they do it for you. Don't be going to them parties unless it's a certified doctor, and make sure that in your state that all of that outside, you know, mobile stuff is legal. Same thing with spas and all of that other stuff. Make sure that it's legal. Go to the state board sites and see things that are legal. If you see something in a salon or a spa that's nasty, report their ass. Okay? This is Jonyse. It's been lovely talking to you. I'll see you guys later. And if you guys have any more skincare questions, just ask me and I will do another video. I will talk to you ladies later, and gents, love you guys. Peace.